Most people wait until the week of their promotion to start selling, but the real selling happens weeks before you ever mention a discount. So, if you've ever spent a few weeks designing a sale only to have it flopped, wondered why your can't miss Black Friday offer didn't move the needle, or felt like people just weren't seeing your promotion, then this episode is going to change how you plan every campaign from now on. Welcome to Bringing Simplicity Unfiltered, where we share what's actually working right now and what's not when it comes to growing a seven-figure business. So if you want the truth, the good, the bad, and the ugly of building a business, hit that subscribe button and make sure you stay tuned because about halfway through this, we're drawing our name for $100 Lula. Nope. What's the
Yeah,
name?
yeah, the Lululemon. What were you gonna say?
I have no idea. My brain started to think
Were you
about
gonna say like
those.
a la boo boo or something?
Yes, my brain was thinking about Labubus, and I was like, we are not giving away a Labubu.
We're not. That's false. That's a lie. Lululemon.
Lululemon gift card.
Oh my God, girl. You crack me up.
Okay, you're up.
Okay, so now that I'm gonna get back on track. I'm gonna get us back on track, Greta. Okay, so stay tuned because we're gonna talk about we're gonna do that giveaway. We're breaking down today, we're gonna break down how you actually prepare for your promotional period, whether it's any promo, really. Maybe you have a Black Friday sale coming, maybe it's not even a sale, maybe you just have a new announcement coming, or your brand anniversary, or you have a signature offer that you're trying to sell, but you are going to leverage subconscious selling weeks in advance. And so these are the same strategies that we use with our clients to generate like consistent engagement, warm up their audience, because when they're coming from ads, especially everybody knows on here that we do marketing and we do digital marketing. And so we're running ads and we want to get that cold to warm, right? And eventually to hot, which are ready to buy customers, clients, before you even like say, hey, I have something to offer. They're already like, what is it like to work with you? How can I work with you? Those are the messages, DMs, comments you're getting because of how we're subconsciously selling what they're going for the ask, and you don't really have to. So when you drop it, it's super easy. So um, the month before, the first point is the month before your sale um, is the most important. And it kind of is like we say 6 weeks usually. A month is like if you have to, but like try to give yourself 6 weeks so that way you can reiterate. That 2 week buffer kind of gives you a baseline data of kind of where you need to pivot, right? Because you're either going to go one direction or two directions or another direction, and like you're probably A/B testing. But people, your success is determined before you ever drop a discount, or if you're not doing a discount, because you don't have to drop a discount. You could be just like simply saying, hey, I have a new offer, I have a new product, I have a new service. People need to hear and see it multiple times before they realize, like, hey, I want to buy that. That's for me. So your pre quote unquote promo month is all about subconscious selling. And honestly, you should always be subconsciously selling. It should never end. So although we
I know
say,
it's true.
right, minimally 1 month, just always be doing it. And if you're an info product, like usually, and you have a face of the brand, usually you are kind of the product. You, as the person, the human, are the product. So create curiosity and connection and not push the sale. An example I'm going to give you that I give a lot. Um, and we got a lot of new subscribers, so they probably haven't heard this before, but is when Kim Kardashian, before she became like the Skims partner for the NBA and the WNBA, she was going to like all of the NBA and games. And I knew what she was doing because she's a very smart business person and a very smart marketer. If you don't know, or at least her mom is, and so she probably inherently is as well, is I knew she was going to drop something. I was like, she's going to drop something, and I'm ready for it. Like, I'm ready. And so those are things that Greta and I do for you, for those clients who come to us. We're like, hey, before your launch, we should try these different tactics. And we look and evaluate almost every industry because marketing and sales is the same. No matter what you're selling, it's just switching the product, the offer, the service, right? And so in our world, instead of going to NBA games, luckily, you don't have to buy floor seats
I
to NBA games.
mean,
Although, could we find if you are somebody who has a product or whatever that can, you know what I mean? Um, Ishvia from the Suns, if you want to promote an info product, the owner of the Suns, let us know. But equivalent to that in our digital marketing world is you're going to run reach and awareness campaigns featuring transformations, right? Testimonials, benefits, lifestyle things about you, right? Like, what's it like to work with her or him? Like, who is this person to connect them, right? Because eventually, and it's basically like you're kind of calling out your avatar. Like, one, I want this transformation, right? I'm looking for this transformation. I'm looking for these benefits that other products in your space don't have, and I stand out, what we call industry disruptors, based on certain niches, right? So whatever that is for you, and then you're going to post organically to your actual Instagram, Facebook page, without buttons, without call to actions or anything like that. It's just value, 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 and story and how you're helping people. Like, you're never mentioning an offer. You're never like saying like, come by, subscribe, like, nothing like that. You're just giving value. And that way they start to feel that emotional connection to you and be like, maybe I should like continue to follow this person, before they even see your offer. So then when your offer actually drops, they kind of already feel like they know you. And it's not a surprise. Again, going back to the Kim Kardashian thing, and it's not a surprise. Like, that's what they were like going after. And it feels like, okay, the next logical step is now to like date. Like, we like to call it like dating, right? Like, now it's like, oh, maybe like I'll opt into your $47 offer and date you. And so then they start to connect and convert, and you're ascending them to whatever other offers that you have.
yes, I love this. And we are currently doing this with our clients, and they're all, for the most part, we have one person who has a promo going now, but for the most part have been prepping for their Black Friday sales. But again, this works for any promotions you would have year round. And the crazy part is we have one client who has crushed her subconscious selling so well that I got a message yesterday that we had to switch out her Black Friday offer because in theory it has sold out before it has even launched. And Judy did specifically say you don't have to mention your offer. It's okay to talk about it, to say people in insert name of program get these results. You want them to familiarize themselves with the program. You're just not saying buy now. And so this person specifically worked her stories really well. She did a Q&A box, and then in her responses, she put in my one-to-one coaching. Right. And so then a whole bunch of people were like, wait, I want you to do that for me in one-to-one coaching. She wasn't selling it in any way, shape, or form. She was just answering the question in a way she would if she was their coach. So I don't know. I just got excited to tell you guys that. I'm gonna move on. The second point, and this one I cannot stress enough, is give your campaign time to work. I don't know if you all spend as much time looking at marketing strategies as I do, but you will see that even giant brands are already dropping hints or early releases or things like that for their current Black Friday promotions. And again, when you watch throughout the year, you will see this happen over and over again. If your promotion is only running for 3 days, you're not giving it time to breathe, and you are not giving your buyers time to say yes. So it is completely unrealistic to expect for people during a busy holiday where advertising budgets are some of the most expensive and the most people are advertising of like probably any other time of the year. But again, this applies to every promotion. But it is very unrealistic of you to think that you can drop one email, one or two social media posts, and basically tell people doors are open, doors are closed. They do not have time to digest who you are, what you're selling, especially if you didn't follow what Judy said in point one. This may be the first time they're even hearing that you do this thing. So don't do it. Don't make it a 3-day sale. Don't make it a 3-day promotion. Don't ever make it where people only have 72 hours to make a decision. We understand urgency, but 72 hours just is not long enough. And when we think about running ads, it typically takes Meta campaigns about 24 hours to optimize, which means your ads aren't necessarily getting in front of the right people, or the winning ads haven't started to get the full spend. And so then you're really holding yourself to like a 48-hour sale. So what we say for our clients and just in general is that we will not run any type of promotion or ad campaign that is not a minimum of 7 days. We ideally like to run things for 10 to 14 days. There are caveats for this when it comes to events, but this is specifically for launches and promos. When we look at your cost as the person who is running the ads, the shorter the promo, the higher your cost will be per conversion, because in theory you are shoving a large budget into a short period of time, and Meta, when it sees how much money you have to spend, this is terrible, but basically it will make everything more expensive if it sees you have more money to spend. So you want to kind of stretch out your budget, which is why we always tell people we like to start you on a low budget, because we don't want to just immediately tell Meta you have $5,000 to spend, even if you do. And then when we think about a longer promo, we're more likely to see a U-shaped buying pattern. So what we'll see, and we see this over and over again with one of our clients, is you will have your diehard people who like know you run this promotion every year. For example, we have somebody who does a birthday sale every year. You will see an extreme spike at the beginning of all of the diehards purchasing. Those ones will start to trickle off. Kind of in the middle, you'll see a little bit of a lull. And then we usually infuse a ending soon campaign, and you'll then see everybody buy at the last minute. And you might be thinking, yeah, Greta, that's why I make it 3 days. I don't want to have this trickle effect. But the bottom of the U is where your thinkers, your people who aren't necessarily completely ready, are studying you. They're watching all of your content. They're seeing, is this really for me? They're having that internal dialogue. And so you want to be consistently showing up for them, both organically in your stories and your posts. And then your ad strategy should complement and amplify that. So bottom line, when you plan enough runway, your ads warm up, your audience feels informed, and your conversion rate rises without any last minute panic for you or unnecessary spending.
Love it. Greta, it is time.
What? Oh, it's
For the
time.
wheel.
Thank goodness I have you.
For what?
I get so excited for you. I'm like,
I
it's
know.
time. I know, you're right. You're going to talk about urgency. I can't wait. No.
No.
Now it's time to pick our Labubu winner. Just kidding.
Yeah. Our
We are not giving away a
non-Labubu.
Labubu. Guys, I didn't even do a practice spin on this because I'm like, the universe needs to just decide who's going to win. So I'm going to go ahead and click to spin. Hopefully it works because I didn't even do a practice one.
Let's see. Ooh.
Oh.
Kaitlin.
Oh,
All
can you hear the
right.
cheers? Or is it
Yeah.
only me?
No, I can't hear it. I think only you.
Love it. Okay, well, Kaitlin, we will be sending you a text message and email for you to claim. If for some reason Kaitlin decides to ghost us, she won't, let's be honest. But if she does, you guys will see us again.
Yeah,
And
you'll see the wheel again.
stay tuned. We might do this again. I like spinning the
Yeah.
wheel.
Yeah, right. What else? It's like, what else do you want to give away? All right. So urgency. So the next point and the final point is urgency needs to be seen, not just said, right? So people don't buy because they don't want to buy, honestly, or they don't care. It's usually because they forget. And so we're all busy. Your audience really, really wants your offer. Like I even heard like from one of our clients last week, he was like, oh, I like to like buy it like right before the cart closes. And he's like, I forgot. And then it was gone. And so they really do just forget. They want to buy, they want to support you. They just need a variety of different ways to be reminded, right? So it's the verbal of like, hey, don't forget we're closing cart. It's the emails, it's the text messages, it's the story reminders, it's the ads that say, hey, we're closing cart in 24 hours. Hey, we're closing cart in 10 hours or whatever that is, right? You'll know your audience and you'll know what urgency to create after doing it for a while. And so what you want to do is create videos and graphics. And we do this like at the very beginning, because sometimes, like Greta said, we don't need it because we have that client that's like, hey, I have subconsciously sold way too good. I'm too good at this. And so we like don't need that. And so, but we have them if we ever do, or if we ever want to open up, right, at the last minute. So like the don't miss out. It ends tomorrow. It ends today. Final day, final hours. Why do you think big brands like Macy's, like all those big brands do that? If it didn't work, there's probably some data behind those decisions. So we like to follow what works. So we use different versions. Well, I'll do like, hey, record a 60-second script, record a 30-second script, right? I'll do that for today, tomorrow, all of those things, and then different sizes, right? Based on where you're going to post them for the feed. And then always, Greta, you guys know this because Greta and I, the reason why people come to us is because not only do we add in, but like we do marketing funnels. So it's the emails, text messages, because ads will get them curious and interested, but what will like actually make them like click to buy is your funnel, is your marketing funnel. So basically, in summary, combine do all things, right? Do videos, text, emails, all of them, and then make sure that it's consistent. Don't change up too much. Like people will be like, well, what if I change it to this color? That like just keep it the same, because then that they'll visually connect. Like, oh yeah, I was gonna buy that. I totally forgot. So don't make it too different, but make sure that the text is very, very clear. This is the last time you can buy this, like this year, this month, however it is for you. And you're not pressuring them. You're just simply reminding them to prioritize buying this offer, because if they don't, they may have to wait till next year and they'll be really, really sad. You're going to get those sad DMs if that happens.
For sure. I loved this episode. There's so many good golden nuggets. And if you've been thinking to yourself, man, I really wish I knew how to run reach ads, or I wish I had somebody like Judy and Greta to talk through these things with me and help me plan for things 6 weeks in advance. Check the link in the caption. We'll drop our website for you and you can book a free funnel strategy call with us. We're always excited to talk to you and help you start to think through the coming months, weeks. And honestly, right now we're planning for 2026, which is why I'm really excited for next week. We are talking about what we are leaving behind in 2025, Judy. We're saying bye-bye now. And the things that we cannot wait to pull forward into 2026, because we are already projecting that they are going to have phenomenal results. So we'll see you next week. Bye now.